up at the Winnemucca Indian Colony about 2 weeks ago. A relative of ours, she was live on Facebook, and she was here, and there was a house getting bulldozed. So immediately we knew we had to get down here because this is an elders community, and these were elders' homes at stake.
Yeah, we asked for it, and he told us fucking this way.
They've been crushing their homes. They call it cleanup, and they always go further than that. They've been cleaning around people's place and saying that there's all kinds of drugs here, and they don't have no proof of anything like that. They crushed my sister's home that was back here. They said there's drugs in it, and my sister never did do drugs, and they crushed her house down. And over there the same way with Elisa Dick's house, they crushed her place up. They crushed her place down and left her homeless during this pandemic, and that's not right. And I don't think they have a right to do that to people here. And most all of us that are living here are elderlies, and we don't have no place to go. If they come around and crush our homes, they'll just leave us homeless here. And you know, we lived here so long that we hate to see that happen.
When we pulled into the colony, the gate was completely fenced off, and there's a bunch of, I'd say, more than cops. I'd say they look more like Tiger Swan, like mercenaries, you know. So we went down there, and we went live, and we just started, you know, filming them, you know, and their license plates, and just put them on blast. As soon as we did that, they took off. All these trailers are occupied, but they're all doomed to be bulldozed. And across the street, there's two homes over there that have all the pipes for the water tore out. The siding for the you know, their trailers is all torn out. And there's people down the street who had a home there, and it's level now. It's just dirt. And they used to have a home there. Just 2 weeks ago, the day before we came, they came and they bulldozed it.
Indigenous people, we get treated like shit, and this is just a prime example. Look at these elders' homes being bulldozed and leaving them nowhere to go. That's genocide. That's part of the erasure of our people.
We want people to see this. We want the world to see how these elders are being treated, because it's not right. And it can't happen, you know, and this is my backyard, you know, so I want to help these people. I want to help these elders. You know, I look at them like my grandma, my grandpa, you know, because that's how we as Native people are. You can't just come along with your bulldozers, you know, and expect people to move for you, you know. You have to stand up for what's yours. You have to stand up for what's right, and that's these elders.
When our elders are under attack, what do we do? Stand up, fight back! When our water is under attack, what do we do? Stand up, fight back! When our children are under attack, what do we do? Stand up, fight back!
Today we had a prayer walk. I organized a jingle dress dance because the jingle dress is a prayer dance. And I wanted to do a prayer dance for the ground here on the Winnemucca Indian Colony. They do have a right to reside here because this colony was given to the Native American Indians. And, a majority of them are elders. The homes that they have, you know, to others it might not be much, but to them it means a lot. And you know, they have their grandchildren and their children, and you know, I want to protect them, you know, protect their land for them. So they don't get thrown off and have nowhere to go, especially during this pandemic.
We came down and, saw what was going on and organized a couple marches to bring some awareness to this town of Winnemucca about what's going on up here. It makes the elders feel good to see this kind of support, because they've been dealing with this for 20 years and no one's listened to them. No one's wanted to acknowledge that fact. So we're here to make sure that they're to understand what's going on here, that we're not going to let our elders be pushed around like this no more.
In our culture, everything is handed down to word of mouth, and that's how it's best expressed through our identity as Native people with our elders, and that makes them our books of history, and it's handed down through them. For that, they're cherished in our people. They're just trying to live their lives. They don't need this. Just like they don't need that down there in Apache country. The Ojibways, they don't need what's going on over there. We don't need this. You know what I'm saying? And it don't affect nobody worse than our elders.
In response to the threat that these elders are under here, we've decided to establish a resistance camp, a prayer camp here, to hold ground and to hold space. We've been in constant prayer here. There's prayer ties on all four corners of the colony. We are in constant prayer here, and that's another thing we've been focusing on.
What we want to do is we want to rejuvenate this place with a little love, a little bit of prayer, ceremony, healing. We want to bring more healing here. Just doing things, positive things, and getting out, doing what we can, chopping wood, hauling wood. I see people over here working around the sweat lodge. We got our just people who like to take care of the fire, cooks, people who are just constantly watching out, and people who take the time to go and sit with the elders. I've been seeing a lot of that. And holding space is very, very important, but it's even more important to leave what you found even better than you found it.
Mm-hmm. It's not just enough to just show up here and keep the bulldozers out and then leave. No, we have to show what something different looks like, what being in community with each other looks like, what taking care of your elders looks like. And I think that's the most important part of it being here, is not stopping the bulldozers, but building up the community and taking care of each other and having meals with each other and singing with each other and being in ceremony together. That's what community looks like. This is our responsibility. We have a responsibility to protect the sacred, to take care of our elders, to defend the land. It's part of who we are, and we have to do this for the next generations too. We want people to bring their skills, bring their songs, bring their drum, bring their prayer, bring whatever you have, and bring it here and help lift this place up.
We're not going to leave until we know that these elders are safe, until the colony is in the hands of them, that they know that they govern themselves, that they take care of themselves, because we know they can do it, and we're going to be here until that time.